This is Sir David the Bard. I'm here on Temple Square in the state of Utah, and the statue of Jesus in the visitor center just tipped over. They're trying to pick it up, but there's a hell of a look on his face. Now let me tell you something. You are living in a wonderful, wonderful time of human existence. I'm 66 in February, and I never thought I would see in my lifetime the things I have seen. Now let me tell you something. This was a nice day. It turned out to be a very nice day. But I was a little tired, like I always am. Tired of the Mormon bullshit. So I decided, hey, I'm going to go sit in my chair, which is my throne. Anyway, I take a nap. 2 damn hours. 2 hours. And I wake up. I go up and check my messages, and somebody says, what do you think about it's okay to have polygamy now in Utah? I thought, God dang, I go to sleep for 2 hours, and the whole world changes. The whole world changes. This is an unbelievable kick up the ass of every Mormon in the state of Utah. Finally, the boots can do and reach where they've wanted to be for years and years. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic that Utah has been out front for 150, 175 years in polygamy? They're the ones that started it. They're the ones that have never ended it. They say they do, but their decrees, their own self-decrees, say that they lied. Anyone that knows a Mormon knows that that's true. They lied. They produced marriages when they said they weren't, polygamous marriages. This is unbelievable. I wake up and I'm not doing any more videos today, and the whole world just changed. Now, it is the most ironic thing I have ever seen, that Utah has been hit in the nuts over and over again about polygamy, and we're going to marry one man and one woman. Well, you're not. You're not. Every human being that is covered by the United States Constitution has the right to life and liberty. We are equal. If you want to marry a tree, how does that hurt anybody? I never saw trees producing welfare children. You know who produces welfare children? The heterosexuals. There's a byproduct of marriage right there. There's a byproduct. Everyone hates the government. Everyone hates food stamps. Everyone hates all of the catch net for poor people in the state of Utah. But the homeless, how many homeless gay people do you see? How many wars have the gay people fought and started? You get the hate of blacks from the Mormon church. Now they say it's a joke. Ha! We fooled you. And now the federal government says to the Mormons, you hate gays? Ah! We fooled you. So they ran down. I just was reading articles. I'm not even fully cognizant of the ramifications, but it appears that Utah screwed up. What next? What next? What a surprise that the Mormons have their head up their asses. And this federal judge just yanked their head out and say, stop it. He puts their head back in. So anyway, it's the first state. The first state, it's a 17th state now, to legalize first marriages of the same gender. But it's the first state legally that said you can't have a gay marriage in this state. Well, the Mormons move themselves into a position that has a big arrow on it, a big bullseye for the federal government. And they hold up their Mormon bullseye and say, hit this, you bastards. And they did. They did. They shot every arrow right into the center of the bullseye. And now every Mormon in the state of Utah goes, that's the Mormon look when they found out they do illegal shit. Thank God for a balance of power. Thank God for the federal government. Thank God we live in a country where the majority doesn't always rule. If the majority hates you, it's against the law. If the majority finds things to harass you on jobs and employment and marriage, that the federal government just bitch slap the Mormons. Bam! I wake up and god dang, the Mormons are back to polygamy. Well, I never thought I'd see it. Now, there's more ramifications in this. Even though I'm bipolar and I think 1,000 times a minute, I can't totally comprehend, but I can comprehend one, okay? Utah has passed a couple of laws. One of them is their discrimination law. It's against the law to discriminate against anybody for anything in the state of Utah. But Utah is famous for this. And all of their laws, they put a little sentence at the end, a half a sentence, which really means this is really how we feel. So in Utah, you can't discriminate. Under one condition, you can discriminate. Racially. It says we hate Negroes. We hate Lamanites. And we can legally ban you from our temples, religious things, whatever. Now the federal government, I'm thinking about whatever's going to be 6 months or a year, because the Mormons are going to fight like a 2-year-old having a fit. The federal government is going to pull the Mormons' heads out of their asshole again. And they're going to say, listen, you know, your religion cannot discriminate against black people. I'm sorry, it just can't do that. So the civil rights finally has come to the Mormon church, where they go, well, ha ha ha, we fooled you. Brigham Young was just screwing with your head, man. He's playing head games with you. There was no Jesus, it said. Hate the blacks. Well, now they have the gays that are legally married. So if they're legally married, they're not doing anything against the church laws of chastity. The temple ceremony itself says no sexual intercourse or anything like it except with your legally and lawfully wedded husband or wife. So now they're going to say, well, I am the husband, and the other, well, I am the wife. What are the Mormons going to do? I never thought I would see a day in my life. I thought in maybe the next 100 years, but not when I took a nap, that the Mormons now have to let gay people into their temple and give them a temple endowment. So here's the funny thing. Here's the funny. When you go to a Mormon temple ceremony, the men have to sit on one side and the women sit on the other side. What the hell are they going to do with the gay? Are they going to have a gay section where you're going to have men and women sitting together? Are they really men? Are they really women? The Mormon church, they're going to have a new ordinance where you walk into the room and you have to pull your temple clothes up and see if you have a vagina or a penis, and then they'll just say this way, that way, this way. So you're going to have men sitting over on the women's side, gay men, and you're going to have lesbians. Oh, no. If you have gay men, they'll both be on the male side. If you have lesbians, both of them will be on the female side. So it's a funny damn thing. And then when the temple guy in the white clothes, it looks like he hasn't had a BM for 2 or 3 months, when he says, could we have a couple come down to represent whatever the rest of you? And they choose a couple to come down and they kneel on the altar. Well, what if you have 2 guys there married? The old people in the Mormon church are just gonna shit and quit. There's the new Mormon phrase, shit and quit. Shit and quit. I think I'm funny on that one. So when you resign from the Mormon church now, you just need 2 words. Shit and quit. And sign your name at the bottom. You're out. You're out. Oh, is this funny crap? The Mormons, what the hell are they going to do? They're wedged between the gay community now, legally, who can legally go to their church, and they're going, no, we're religious. We don't have to let gay people in. The feds are going to bitch slap them again and go, yes, you do. Get rid of that doctrine or let them in. What are they going to sell? McTemples? They're going to sell all the McTemples to be a McDonald's McTemple? What are they going to do? And you see all of the money imploding and crashing down, that people are going to go, shit, I quit. And you're going to see gay people not paying money, and you're going to see straight people go, screw this shit and quit. Is there anything true? Let me ask you a serious question. Is there anything true about the Mormon church? I'm thinking, and I'll think on this for a couple of years, I don't think so. I think every damn doctrine is going to be in the shitter in the next year. Now, I don't dare take a nap tomorrow. I can't take the old heart, the old quad bypass heart is going, what next? Well, what next? Hating the blacks was a joke. Blocking the gays from getting married has come up with the shit and quit doctrine. I have a testimony. I get in the sacrament, man. I have a testimony. I love the Lord and what He does, and by the way, I shit and quit. People walk out of the chapel, go, I ain't sitting by no gay guy in the temple. And when I go into the bathroom, they'll look at my weenie. The shields that were done in the initiatory work, where you stripped down naked and you had the side of the shields wide open. So if you walked more than 1 step every hour, that thing would open up and Mr. Dangle would go, hi! And now the gays can look at your Mr. Dangle. Well, I think they sewed part of that side of the garment up. Now, I'll tell you what I think you're going to see next. And you know what? I'm no prophet. I'm just right. The next thing you see is you're going to let the Mormon church put out a document that says non-Mormons can attend their children's weddings. Now, you know, the 6 angels showed up, but I didn't hear a word they said. Sometimes they show up, and I just, you know, all eyes, those naked little angel girls. But anyway. Here's what's going to happen. See, the Mormon church has a doctrine. We used to call it, do it right the first time. Boy, they ought to think how that's come back and bit them on the ass. But anyway, you're not supposed to marry outside the temple. That shows you don't have a testimony. You're not willing to screw your parents. That's the measure of your testimony. You screw your parents, you're in the cult. Come with us. Well, I couldn't do that when I was marrying my, who the hell was it, the 4th wife? I respected her father. And I said, we'll have a civil wedding, and I want him to attend and to enjoy the day he has worked for his whole life. So we got married in a Mormon temple, or I'm sorry, a Mormon chapel. Well, what's the rule now of the Mormon church? Can I go around the next day or the same day and go get married in a temple and get my endowments, whatever the hell that is? And the answer is no. I'm punished. I'm punished for a year. I'm not allowed to get married in a Mormon temple now for a whole year as punishment for not doing it right the first time. You're going to see them drop that. You're going to see them drop that policy finally. And there's a lot of hatred and a lot of anger against the Mormon church because they take your children away from you. It's a cult. So they'll come out now and they'll say, we're going to let you get married civilly. so that your parents and friends who are non-members can attend and enjoy that. And then after that ceremony is over, you can privately go to the Mormon temple with whoever you want and get your endowments. Now, I don't know where my endowments went. I kept looking in my suitcase when I left the church, going, where the hell are my endowments? But anyway, that's going to take a lot of anger and a lot of wind out of my sails. That's one of the things I just hate the Mormon church for, is taking my children and not allowing me to go to their weddings because I won't pay tithing or be in their church. So anyway, the blacks are now they're going to put a new temple movie in where the blacks are going to be in the movie, and they're going to be breakdancing, and they're going to have a little bit of section of rap there. Now, there's also going to be a little section in the new movie where Adam comes out of the grove there, and the steam is all around him in the movie, and he's naked. And then the Lord will say what he usually says there is, you know, here's your wife, and a guy's going to stand up. Jesus, I have lived. I can now die with such happiness and with such joy and peace. So in your temple movie, you're going to see Adam coming out of the steam, and then when you see the next scene where he's introduced to his wife, it's going to be another really strapping, young, good-looking gay guy. The old people are going to go, shit and quit, I'm out of here, shit and quit. They get up and walk out of the temple. This is fabulous news. This is the best nap I have ever taken. And as quickly as the Mormon church is folding, I can't stay up with it. I can't even take a nap. I wake up, I go to sleep, and the Mormons hate polygamy, the Mormons hate this, the Mormons hate that, and they hate gay marriage. And I wake up, and they're the 17th state now that has allowed gay marriage by a federal judge. So the Mormons, they think they're exempt from morality. They think they're exempt from kindness. They think they're exempt from everything, because in Utah, they win all the time in Utah, because there's still a very large population that vote here. There's not the members and non-members are pretty even these days, but the non-members have not gotten into the government yet. So anyway, funny stuff. You're going to see the shit and quit philosophy. The last Mormon standing is gonna go, God, I've been here for years and paid millions in tithing, and it's all a lie. Even Romney is going to take his money out of the Swiss banks and say to the Mormon church, screw you, I ain't going to the temple with the gay guys. This is funny shit. It really is funny shit. So anyway, I'm not going to sleep again. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch the newspaper in Utah. Damn, is there going to be a Mormon church in the morning? Does anyone take these people serious anymore? No. Thank you.